existence carries the capacity to create. When God formed man from the dust of the ground, he didn't just make another creature, he made a creator. You are pregnant with possibilities. But many of you are in the waiting room of life, hoping someone will call your name. Listen carefully, every great invention, every successful business, every transformational movement started because someone refused to wait. They understood that opportunity doesn't knock on doors, it responds to those who knock. The Wright brothers didn't wait for the perfect time to invent the airplane. They created the time. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't wait for racial equality, he created a movement that demanded it. Your life is too precious to waste it in the waiting room. The time you spend waiting could be time spent creating. Every second you're alive is pregnant with possibility. But possibility without action is like a seed without soil, it can never grow into reality. I'm standing here today because I need you to understand that the world is not waiting for another consumer, it's waiting for another creator. The marketplace is not crying out for more followers, it's desperate for leaders who will create solutions. Your family doesn't need another spectator, they need someone who will create a legacy. The principle I'm sharing with you today is not just a nice idea, it's the fundamental law of purpose and destiny. And as we continue this journey together, I'm going to show you why waiting is the enemy of purpose and how you can shift from being a waiter to becoming a creator. Because when you understand this principle, everything in your life will change. Everything in your life will change when you grasp this truth I'm about to share with you. The waiting mindset is one of the most dangerous diseases plaguing our generation. It's more deadly than any physical illness because it kills your future while keeping you alive to watch it happen. Many of you are waiting right now, waiting for the right time, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for conditions to improve, waiting for someone to notice your talent. But I want to tell you something that might shock you. Waiting is not patience. Waiting is fear dressed in Sunday clothes. When you're truly patient, you're actively preparing. But when you're waiting, you're actively wasting. Let me break this down for you. Every morning when you wake up, God deposits 86.400 seconds into your account. You can't save it. You can't get a refund. And you can't carry it over to tomorrow. What you don't use, you lose. And yet, most people are spending these precious seconds waiting. They're saying, when I get married, then I will be happy when I get that promotion. Then I'll start my business when my children grow up. Then I'll pursue my dreams. This is what I call the when-then syndrome, and it's spiritual and emotional suicide. The danger of passive existence is that it feels comfortable. It feels safe, it feels responsible. But I need you to understand something. Everything that's alive is growing. Everything that's growing is changing. And everything that's changing is uncomfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're actually dying. Waiting is a form of self-sabotage because it violates the very principle of creation. When God created the heavens and the earth, he didn't wait for something to happen. The earth was formless and void, but God didn't wait for form to appear. He spoke it into existence. He didn't wait for light to show up. He created it. You were made in his image, but you're waiting for opportunities instead of creating them. Why this waiting mindset is killing your future? Every time you wait, you're making a declaration to the universe that you're not ready for responsibility. Every time you wait, you're telling your potential that it's not welcome to manifest yet. Every time you wait, you're practicing the art of dying slowly. I meet people all over the world who tell me, I'm waiting for God to open a door, but I tell them, God is waiting for you to build the door. He gave you the materials, your mind, your talents, your time, your energy. He gave you the blueprint, your dreams, your vision, your purpose. But he's waiting for you to stop waiting and start creating. The tragedy is that many people have turned waiting into a spiritual virtue. They call it faith. But it's actually fear. Real faith doesn't wait for things to happen. Faith causes things to happen. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Notice it says substance. Substance is something tangible, something you can touch, something you create. And as we continue this crucial discussion, I'm going to show you what happens when you finally break free from this waiting mindset and step into your true identity as a creator. Step into your true identity as a creator by understanding what opportunity really means. You see, most people have a completely wrong concept of opportunity. They think opportunity is like a train that comes by, and if you miss it, you have to wait for the next one. But I'm here to tell you something that will revolutionize your thinking. Opportunity is not something you wait for. It's something you generate from within. Let me share a profound truth with you. When God created you, He put something inside of you that the world desperately needs. Your opportunity is not out there somewhere, it's trapped inside of you. The problem is, most people are looking through their eyes for opportunity when they should be looking through their purpose. Purpose and opportunity are twins. They were born together. Your purpose is like a magnet that attracts opportunities. You don't find your purpose, you bring it with you. Every person in this room was born with a solution to somebody's problem. Your opportunities are directly connected to the problems you were born to solve. When a mother sees her child in danger, she doesn't wait for an opportunity to save that child. The opportunity is created by the problem. The greater the problem, the greater the opportunity. But most people are running away from problems. And then they wonder why they can't find opportunities. I need you to understand something powerful today. Every frustration you face is announcing an opportunity. Every problem you encounter is presenting you with, instead of looking for problems to solve. You know why most people miss opportunities? Because opportunities often come dressed in overalls and look like hard work. They come disguised as problems, challenges, and obstacles, while everyone else is complaining about the darkness. The person who understands true opportunity is busy inventing a light bulb. Let me give you a practical example. In your community right now, there are problems that nobody is solving. There are needs that nobody is meeting. There are questions that nobody is answering. These aren't obstacles to your success. These are raw materials for your opportunities. But you're waiting for opportunity to knock on your door, while opportunity is waiting for you to build the door. The relationship between purpose and opportunity is like a key and a lock. Your purpose is the key that unlocks opportunities. But here's what many people don't understand. You have to insert the key. You have to take action. Purpose without action is like a key that never leaves your pocket. It has potential, but it's useless until it's used. Most people miss opportunities because they're looking for something big and spectacular. But true opportunity often starts small. It starts with serving one person. It starts with solving one problem. It starts with answering one need. Remember, every mighty oak tree started as a tiny acorn that fell into the ground and refused to wait for something to happen. You're not sitting here by accident today. Your very presence in this room is an opportunity. But what you do with this moment will determine what happens in your future. Stop looking for opportunity and start looking for problems to solve. Stop waiting for your chance and start creating chances for others. Stop asking, when will my opportunity come? And start asking, what problem am I called to solve? And as we move forward, I'm going to show you exactly how to develop what I call the creator's mentality, a mindset that doesn't just see opportunities but generates them. A mindset that doesn't just see opportunities but generates them begins with understanding something fundamental about your design. When God created humanity, He didn't just create another species, He created creators. This is not just a nice thought. This is a biblical principle that will transform your entire existence. In the very first chapter of Genesis, God makes a declaration that many of us have read but few have understood. He says, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion. Notice the connection. Image and dominion go together. You cannot separate your identity from your authority. You cannot disconnect your nature from your function. The first thing God does after creating humanity is give them a mandate: be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, and subdue it. Pay attention to these words: These are not passive words, these are creative words. He didn't say wait and see what happens. He didn't say hope something good comes along. He commanded us to create, to produce, to generate. There's something profound about your design that many of you haven't realized yet. When God breathed into man, he wasn't just giving life, he was transferring creative power. The same spirit that hovered over the waters in creation now lives inside of you. But many of you are living like consumers when you were designed to be creators. Let me break down the difference between consumers and creators. Consumers wait for things to happen. Creators make things happen. Consumers ask, what's in it for me? Creators ask, what can I contribute? Consumers see a problem and complain. Creators see a problem and innovate. Consumers drain resources. Creators generate resources. The problem in our world today is that we have too many consumers and not enough creators. We have too many people waiting to be served and not enough people looking to serve. We have too many people asking, what can I get? And not enough people asking, what can I give? But I need you to understand, prosperity follows creativity, not consumption. Everything you're using right now was created by somebody who refused to be a consumer. The chair you're sitting on, the clothes you're wearing, the building you're in, all of these came from someone who embraced their creative nature. They didn't wait for someone else to do it. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They created. But here's where many people miss it. Creation always starts with chaos. When God began creating, the earth was without form and void. Don't be afraid of the chaos in your life. That chaos is your raw material for creation. That confusion is your opportunity to bring order. That darkness is your chance to say, let there be light. The creator's mentality understands that everything you need to create your future is already within your reach. Just like God used the dust of the ground to create man, you can use the resources around you to create your opportunities. But you must stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as a creator of circumstances. You know what's interesting? Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. Will you be a consumer today or a creator? Will you wait for things to happen to you, or will you make things happen through you? Will you use your energy complaining about what's wrong? Or will you use your creativity to make things right? The creator's mentality understands that dominion is not about controlling others, it's about taking responsibility. It's about seeing what could be and bringing it into reality. It's about refusing to accept things as they are when you know they could be better. It's about using your God-given creativity to solve problems and serve others. I meet people all the time who say, I'm not creative, but that's like a bird saying I can't fly. Creativity is not a gift given to a few. It's a fundamental part of who you are as a human being. The only difference between those who create and those who don't is that creators have decided to use what God already put inside them. This creative power within you operates according to specific principles that I'm about to share with you. These aren't just theories, these are laws that govern success. Laws that determine whether you'll be a creator of opportunities or someone who just wishes opportunities would come. First, you must understand the law of preparation. Listen carefully, preparation time is never wasted time. Many people want opportunities, but they're not prepared for them. They want harvest, but they haven't planted any seeds. They want promotion, but they haven't developed themselves. The law of preparation states that opportunity meets preparation at the point of action. While others are sleeping, successful people are preparing. While others are complaining, creators are developing. I'm not just talking about formal education, I'm talking about personal development. About growing your capacity to create. Every book you read, every skill you develop, every relationship you build is part of your preparation. Remember this, the greater your preparation, the greater your opportunities. But preparation without vision is like a ship without a destination. You must understand the power of vision. Vision is not just seeing what is vision, is seeing what could be and should be. When God gives you a vision, He's not showing you something to admire, He's showing you something to create. Vision is your permission to create. Vision is your authorization to build. Many people are waiting for vision when they should be writing vision. The Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. Notice it doesn't say, wait for the vision, it says write it. Your vision must be so clear that it keeps you awake at night. It must be so powerful that it gets you up in the morning. Because vision isn't just about seeing, it's about creating what you see. But here's where many people fail. They have preparation, they have vision, but they lack initiative. The principle of initiative is crucial. Initiative is the power to start. Initiative is the courage to move first. Initiative is doing what needs to be done without being told to do it. The world doesn't reward people who have good ideas, it rewards people who take initiative with their ideas. While others are saying someone should do something about this, creators are saying, I will do something about this. While others are waiting for permission, creators are taking initiative. They understand that God already gave them permission when He created them in His image. Your birth was your permission. Your existence is your authorization. But with initiative comes responsibility, and this is where the real test begins. The role of responsibility is what separates dreamers from creators. Responsibility means carrying the weight of your vision. It means being accountable for your actions. It means no excuses, no blame, no justifications. Many people want authority without responsibility. They want success without accountability. But I need you to understand something. Responsibility is not a burden. It's a blessing. Responsibility is not a punishment. It's a privilege. Because when you take responsibility, you take control. When you take responsibility, you take power. Everything in creation responds to responsibility. When you plant a seed and take responsibility for watering it, nurturing it, protecting it, that seed has no choice but to grow. When you take responsibility for your dreams, your visions, your goals, they have no choice but to manifest. The principles of opportunity creation work together like a symphony. Preparation makes you ready. Vision makes you focused. Initiative makes you move. Responsibility makes you reliable. When these principles are working in your life, you don't have to chase opportunities. Opportunities chase you. But here's what many people don't understand. These principles are universal. They work whether you believe in them or not. They operate whether you acknowledge them or not. Just like gravity doesn't need your permission to work. These principles don't need your approval to operate. But when you align yourself with them, when you live by them, when you build your life on them, that's when you become unstoppable. You're not sitting here by accident. These principles are being shared with you because it's time for you to shift from being an opportunity seeker to becoming an opportunity creator. It's time for you to move from waiting for things to happen to making things happen. It's time for you to transform from being a consumer of other people's creations to becoming a creator of solutions. Living these principles requires breaking through the mental barriers that have kept you bound. The biggest prison in the world is not made of iron bars and concrete walls. It's made of limiting beliefs. And today, we're going to break out of that prison. The first thing you must understand is that your life right now is a product of your beliefs, not your circumstances, not your background, not your education, your beliefs. If you believe you can only go so far, that's exactly how far you'll go. If you believe opportunities are scarce, you'll never create them. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll prove yourself right. Every limiting belief is a lie about your true identity. When you believe you can't create opportunities, you're believing a lie about who God made you to be. When you believe you have to wait for your time to come, you're believing a lie about your authority. When you believe you're not creative enough, you're believing a lie about your design. Fear and doubt are the twin assassins of destiny. Fear tells you what you can't do. Doubt tells you why you can't do it. Fear is not real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. The only power fear has is the power you give it through your belief system. Doubt is not your enemy. Doubt is your opportunity to exercise faith. Every time doubt comes, it's giving you a chance to strengthen your belief muscle. Every time fear shows up, it's giving you an opportunity to prove it wrong. The problem is not that you have fears. The problem is that you've been listening to them. Developing a creator's mindset starts with renewing your mind. You must intentionally replace every limiting belief with an empowering truth. When your mind says, I can't, your spirit must say, I was created to. When your mind says it's too hard, your spirit must say, my God supplies all my needs. When your mind says, what if I fail, your spirit must say, what if I succeed? The Creator's mindset understands that failure is not your enemy, failure is your teacher. Every failure is feedback. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every closed door is an invitation to create your own door. But you can't develop this mindset while holding on to limiting beliefs about who you are and what you can do. Listen to me carefully. Your mind will always try to protect you from pain, from risk, from failure. But protection from these things is also protection from growth, from success, from creating. You must be willing to be uncomfortable. You must be willing to look foolish. You must be willing to fail forward. The Creator's mindset says, I don't know how, but I know who. It says, I don't have all the resources, but I have resourcefulness. It says, I don't see the whole path, but I'm taking the first step. This mindset doesn't wait for confidence. It creates confidence through action. You must understand that every great creator in history faced the same fears you're facing. They had the same doubts you have. They heard the same negative voices you hear. The difference is they decided to create anyway. They decided that their vision was more important than their fear. They decided that their purpose was more powerful than their doubts. Tangible results come through a specific framework of action. Knowledge without action is merely information, but knowledge with action becomes transformation. Let me give you the framework that will turn everything we've discussed into reality in your life. The first step is to start where you are with what you have. Stop waiting for better conditions, create better conditions. Stop waiting for more resources, maximize what's already in your hands. That job you don't like, that's your training ground, that small apartment. That's your incubator, that limited budget. That's your creativity catalyst. Your daily disciplines determine your destiny. Listen carefully, successful people don't make occasional right decisions, they make daily right decisions. Every morning when you wake up, you must decide to be a creator. Every morning when you open your eyes, you must choose to take action. Success is not an event, it's a habit. You need to establish what I call your power hour. The first hour of your day must be invested, not spent. While others are checking social media, you're checking your vision. While others are watching television, you're watching opportunities. While others are sleeping in, you're stepping up. That first hour sets the tone for your entire day. Build momentum through consistent action. You see, most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year of consistent action. Small actions, repeated daily, create unstoppable momentum. Don't despise small beginnings, celebrate small victories every step forward. No matter how small, is progress. Write down 3 actions you can take every day toward your vision. Not 30 actions, not 10 actions, 3 actions. Make them so simple that you can't fail. But make them so consistent that you can't stay the same. Remember, consistency beats intensity every time. It's not what you do once in a while that shapes your life, it's what you do daily. Start serving before you're ready. Stop waiting until everything is perfect. Perfection is the enemy of progress. If you want to be a writer, write something today. If you want to be a business owner, start serving 1 customer today. If you want to be a leader, start leading yourself today. The opportunity to do great things begins with doing small things greatly. Create accountability for your actions. Tell somebody what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. Join forces with other creators. Find people who will celebrate your progress but won't tolerate your excuses. Remember, your associations will determine your acceleration. What happens when you follow this framework? Momentum begins to build. Small actions become big results. Daily disciplines become unstoppable habits. What started as difficult becomes automatic. What began as uncomfortable becomes natural. This is how creators are made, not born, but built through consistent, purposeful action. Everything valuable has a cost. And this is where many people stop. They want the glory of creation without understanding the price of creation. They want the crown without the cross. They want the throne without the thorns. There is no creation without sacrifice. The cost of leadership is loneliness. When you decide to be a creator, you must be prepared to walk alone sometimes. While others are sleeping, you're working. While others are playing, you're planning. While others are quitting, you're persisting. Not everyone will understand your sacrifice. Not everyone will support your vision. Not everyone will celebrate your commitment, and that's okay. Leaders don't need a crowd. They need conviction. The sacrifice required for transformation is your comfort zone. You must be willing to give up who you are for who you're called to become. You must be willing to give up what's good for what's best. You must be willing to give up the familiar for the fantastic. Transformation demands that you die to your old self daily. The caterpillar must give up being a caterpillar to become a butterfly. Listen to me carefully. Comfort is not your friend. Comfort is your enemy. Comfort will kill your creativity. Comfort will steal your destiny. Comfort will rob you of your greatness. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're choosing mediocrity over excellence. Every time you choose ease over challenge, you're choosing small over great. The price of creation includes criticism. When you start creating, people will talk about you. When you start succeeding, people will judge you. When you start leading, people will doubt you. But remember this, critics don't build anything. They're too busy criticizing what creators are building. Your assignment is not to prove critics wrong. Your assignment is to prove your vision right. You must understand the price you pay today is small compared to the price you'll pay tomorrow if you don't pay it today. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. The sacrifice of creation is temporary, but the cost of never creating is permanent. Your life will change forever the moment you make this decision right here, right now. The time for waiting is over. The season of excuses has expired. The moment for creation has come. Everything we've discussed today means nothing if you don't take action. Remember what we've discovered together. You are not an accident of creation. You are a creator by design. Every breath you take is a reminder that you're alive for a purpose. Every heartbeat is a countdown to your destiny. Every moment is an opportunity to create something that will outlive you. Look at your hands right now. These are not just hands, these are creation tools. Look at your mind. It's not just for thinking, it's for creating. Look at your life. It's not just for living, it's for leaving a legacy. You were born to be more than a consumer of other people's creations. You were born to be more than a spectator in other people's stories. You were born to create. The question is no longer what are you waiting for? The question is what are you going to create? The question is no longer when will your opportunity come? The question is what opportunity will you create today? The question is no longer who will help you. The question is who will you help through what you create? Starting tomorrow is not an option. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Starting when conditions are perfect is not an option. Perfect conditions don't exist. Starting when you feel ready is not an option. You'll never feel completely ready. The only option is to start now. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Take out your phone right now. Set a reminder for your power hour tomorrow morning. Write down your 3 daily actions. Make your commitment to create. Don't leave this place the same way you came in. Don't let this moment become just another good message you heard. Let this be the moment everything changes. Years from now, people will ask you, when did your life change? And you'll tell them about this moment. You'll tell them about the day you stopped waiting and started creating. You'll tell them about the day you decided that average was not your destiny, that mediocrity was not your portion, that waiting was not your assignment. Your children's children will benefit from the decision you make today. Your community will be transformed by the opportunities you create. Your generation will be impacted by the solutions you provide. But it all starts with this moment, this decision, this commitment to become who you were created to be. Create a mental movie of tomorrow's success. See yourself speaking.
Well, good morning, everyone. Let me unmute everyone. Okay, so before we go any further, if we have any feedback on this video before we go forward, can we share but not make it too long? Some feedback, please. Are you guys hearing me? Can you hear me?
We're hearing you. We're just waiting for folks to unmute.
You all can unmute yourself.
And you might need to co-host me, Novlet, please.
Oh, sorry about that.
Come on, guys. Let's have a quick moment of interaction before we do our thing.
I believe that's one. Oh, you cannot unmute. Okay, hold on.
I'll just unmute everyone.
Huh?
Let's just unmute everyone. And then
Still cannot unmute yourself? I cannot unmute. I just hit the button for everyone to unmute themselves. So why is that not happening? Okay, raise your hand and I'll just unmute you. Whoever have a feedback. Maria. There you go.
Oh, hello. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Oh my God. I am so awful, amazed, and I thank God for Dr. Monroe. I just thank God for his life. His legacy is just living on in us. I just began to weep through his entire presentation, I just wept, and it was from a very, very deep place. Listen to him, it's like having that father, that daddy that's sitting you down and telling you what's what. It's just absolutely, absolutely astounding. What a blessing. Everything he said, so much wisdom. It's no wonder the enemy had to well, it's no wonder, yes. It's no wonder because he was so wonderful. Such a blessing to us all, the legacy that he has left us in, just everything that he said, And I've been working for the last few days on my granddaughter. She volunteered me to do a PowerPoint at her school. So I've been working on it. It's been taking a lot of my time, a lot of effort. But I'm just finishing it up, and just so much of what he said. But it led me, when I'm looking at this presentation, I am absolutely amazed at what I was able to create, because I thought I couldn't do it. I thought it was going to be too much, but I had to, everything he was saying, like I had to be consistent. I had to really focus. And I had to come out of my comfort zone. And that's for everything. And I could just apply it to every area of my life. But just seeing what we're able to do, we don't even know what we're capable of if we never try, if we never stretch ourselves, if we never come out from where we are. Because something wants to keep us small. But we're not created to be small. We are expansive. We are children of God. And just everything that he said, is just so, like I said, I'm still weeping. I'm still crying. And I'm sitting here. What you said about where you are is an incubator.
Yeah.
Incubator. It's a think tank. It's a place where we take action, where we make things happen. We just have to grab a hold of the day and make it into something great every day. And I'm just, like I said, it's just like having your dad just sit there. My dad used to sit us down and have these long talks, but it just reminded me that there's so much more to each one of us. If we gotta stretch, we have to allow ourselves to be stretched. So thank you so much, Nabalette. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to send a copy of this to my grandchildren and those who are
You
trying
are almost
to move forward. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
That's okay. Go ahead.
That was it. I don't want to take up too much time. You said don't take a lot of time. So that's it for me. But I thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless everyone.
Okay. There were two other individuals. I unmuted you, Miss Sylvia, and someone else, and then iPhone 12 can go after.
okay.
Go ahead. Whoever stepped forward first, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is so
Rose.
blessing, momentum morning. It's a blessing. I don't know
Yes.
how I get here, but I think that was the day God created, renew me, being in this group. And now all this video and this one today was like, oh my goodness, it revealed me who I am, and it pushed me to restart my life where I didn't do it while I was younger. So really, I'm thanking you, Novelet, for giving us this kind of information, which will give to anyone who's listening a revival. So I'm like, I'm a newborn today. I learned so much, and everything he was telling is what I didn't do. I didn't understand earlier. So today, I think this is a day God made for me. And I really thank you all for giving us this opportunity and let us to be who we are. And Novelet, I cannot go more. I express myself because, as Maria said, I was crying while listening this video. So thank you very much. God bless us all.
God bless you. So,
Thank you.
Okay. You okay?
the sisters.
M7 sister. Oh, hold on. Let me unmute you. Go ahead.
Unmute again.
Okay, good
Yes.
morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Valerie Martin Novelek. M7 Sisters is my business name. But good morning, everybody. Yes, absolutely powerful. We have lost a man of God who was not only like a father to most of us, a big brother, a pastor, a doctor, you name him, he was all of it. But what I have taken from what he said, the feedback was initiative that we have taken the first series of actions that we must all take, because talking and but not doing anything is really not going to profit us or benefit us at all. I'm always encouraged by James 14:26 that faith without works is dead. I'm encouraging all of my brothers and sisters on this call to read James 2, but go from 14 all the way to 26 to get the entire context of what that scripture means. And I like what Dr. Monroe said on this video, that Philippians 4:13, that we must confess that greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world, and that I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. That's just something that I usually put there, but thank you, Novelet. Again, this gentleman was just amazing. And Maria, I felt your pain because most of us felt the same way, and we still feel that way when we hear him. He was a great a visitor and friend of my church here in Miami, Jesus People Ministries. So it's always just great to hear his teaching, to listen to him. Most of us listen to him constantly because he's such a powerful man of God. Thank you for allowing me to share.
You're welcome, welcome.
And is this Valerie?
Yeah, that was Valerie.
Valerie.
Okay. Thank you, Valerie. Awesome.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Got a feedback? You can raise your hand. Okay, go ahead, Miss Patricia. Where'd she go?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Patricia?
Yeah, I just want to say that I'm in total agreement with all the comments that were already made. I met the late Dr. Miles Monroe on 2 occasions, and I can say, and listening to him and hearing him speak, he was indeed a phenomenal man. He was anointed. He was empowered by the word of God. He spoke truth, and his books and his videos are also phenomenal. And I just want to say that one thing he mentioned in his video this morning, that many times we get up out of bed. I can speak for myself. Sometimes I've done this in the past, where I got up feeling tired, and I uttered those words to myself. But hearing him speak this morning and saying, when you get up in the morning and you feel tired, don't speak tiredness. Speak, strength, because those words have power. And when you say you're tired, your body begin to feel sluggish throughout the day.
Right.
And if you speak positive words, saying, I'm strong, I'm healthy, I'm alive, and I'm well, and I have a job to do, I have a goal to do today, and I'm going to carry it through because I'm strong. And those words will work with you during the day, and you will do what you have to do. So I'm always thankful hearing his videos, hearing him speak on his videos, because he's always saying something positive to us. So thank you for allowing me to speak. Thank you.
You're welcome. One moment, Miss Monique. Yeah. Patricia, you said something that's so true. Lately, I was waking up feeling so tired, and I would say to my daughter, I said, there's no reason for me to be feeling so tired. I went to bed early, where I should not be tired, but I would keep saying, but I'm so tired. And then you carry that with you throughout the day.
That's true.
How I wake up, it doesn't matter how I feel. I wake up, I'm like, I'm energized, I have energy, and it makes a difference because you go through the day feeling exactly whatever you pronounce over yourself first
over your life
is exactly what's going to happen to you throughout the day. So I'm like, it's a great day, it's going to be a great day, and just keep speaking that over yourself, and have some morning declarations that you do. Bill Winston, I listen to Bill Winston morning declaration every morning. So go ahead, Miss. Let me unmute. Go ahead, Monique.
Hi, good morning. I love the video this morning. I was actually one of his mentees. I was able to work alongside him before he passed. And what I really want to say this morning is, oftentimes we as believers, we read the word. We read what we believe, but we don't believe what we read. Right? We read what we believe, but we don't believe what we read. And I'm talking even about myself, because we don't realize what God has given us. Ephesians 2:10 told us that he created us for good works. Even before we were thought about, or our parents conceived us, we were created for good works. And what it is that the enemy wants to keep us in that trap of feeling tired, or feeling that we're not going to accomplish anything, or feeling that nobody's going to buy the products. You know, the enemy wants to keep us in those frame of mind. But another passage in Ephesians 3:20 says, God says that I will do exceeding abundantly above all we ask or think. And many times we don't ask, and a lot of times we don't think. And so if we begin to practice thinking where we see ourselves, you know, if you see yourself as a millionaire, then envision that, because he said, I'll do exceeding abundantly above that. And so we have to really now adhere to, not just be hearers of the word, but be doers of the word also. Because this is truly our dispensation in the earth. So thank you.
You're welcome, welcome. Go ahead, Odie.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. What I received from this video this morning, that complaining is really a dis-ease, that we should not be complaining. When an assignment comes through the door, we should take it on and solve it. And if you feel that you don't have the strength, pray about it. Ask our Father to give you the strength to carry this assignment out, because it came through your door for a reason. You might not know it now, you might not see it now, but it's there for a reason. And this is what I always tell myself: stop complaining, do the assignment, and then see the blessing behind it. So I can't talk long because I'm driving, but this is all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for the video. I really learned a lot from it, and please continue to keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, I don't see any other hands raised. So, oh, Miss Sylvia?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead, Miss Sylvia.
I don't know what the problem is. Anyway, this Miles, as usually, always speak the truth without any doubts. And this morning, in his talk, I realized that he encouraged us to be prepared so that when the opportunity knocks at our doors, we can embrace it. He used God as an example, tells us how God created the earth. He did not wait on a specific time. Instead, he created. He also stressed the importance of momentum. For example, in the mornings when we are up, we should be fully re-energized and rejuvenated to do the work that is set before us. He reminds us of the mighty oak tree, which comes from a small acorn. That means that we can get where we want to go. It's also, the talk always also encourages us to look at that mighty oak tree, which comes from a small acorn. So we have to get up out of our comfort zone in order to reach the top, because there is no crown without a thorn. In fact, that is during the process of creation, we are going to face challenges, but we have to dare to be an overcomer or a victor. There is a poem that I learned in school, which says, the clock of life is wound but once, and no man has the power to tell when the hands will stop. So we are encouraged to live, love, and toil with a will, since we do not know when the hands will stop. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Vanell, and then Miss Ruth, CEO Ruth. Go ahead, Vanell.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. Just jump in the call, you know. What I'm driving right now, you might have some background noise. And just to add up to before Sister Sylvia spoke about complaining, we we learned that so everything happened in your life for a reason. Even and when something happened to you, it's there to teach you a lesson. But what I always teach my people or whomever I'm hanging out with, don't waste this time. There's something for you to learn. It's not gonna be there forever. Learn it. This might be useful later on to help somebody else. Any situation you're going through right now is there to teach you a lesson, and it's not going away. It's not going away until you learn what you need to learn. Even those who are persecuting me, persecuting you, those who are like making your life miserable, they are there to teach you something. They are teaching you to value those who like you, those who cherish you, those who are trying to lift you up every day, and appreciate them. That's pretty much what I want to add in this talk. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Love the feedback. And Miss Ruth, you're unmuted.
Good morning, everyone. That was a powerful video. I don't talk much, I don't like to talk, but this morning, all I want to say and add to all the feedback that I'm already hearing, and for us to act, stop being a consumer, either creator. That's the most I get because I wanna not sitting around waiting anymore. So I wanna get started, get out of the comfort zone and do the work. Thank you. That's what I want to add.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna touch on that comfort zone. Because I was talking to someone and they said, oh no, I can't do that. That's not my area. And I said, why? They said, because I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. And as we heard Miles say, that's just to keep us back. So, you know, the saying goes, feel the fear and do it anyway. You know what got me going doing this that I'm doing now, this Zoom, was when Miss Florence was asking, she was trying to step back from the Zoom that she was doing back then during COVID. And she asked, that was, I think it was the Sunday Zoom. No, I don't remember which, anyway, Saturday I meant. Anyway, she was asking for someone to step up. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, somebody's going to say yes. And eventually I realized no one was stepping up to the plate. And I don't even know how I opened my mouth and said I would do it. And then I regretted it after I said yes. And then as it got closer to time, I tried to come up with every reason in the book I was going to call her and give her a reason why I couldn't do it. And then I remembered to feel the fear and do it anyway. And I did my first presentation. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. I was shaking like a leaf. No one could see me because I'm on Zoom. Well, the camera was on, but they didn't know. I was nervous the whole entire time. My God, I couldn't wait for it to be over. And guess what? People appreciated it, and I felt I did so badly. Then I did it the second time and the third time, and now here I am years later. So guys, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's how you're gonna get over your fear. They said the thing you fear to do the most, because I had no problems doing one-on-one with individuals. That was, I walk in someone's home, I sit down, I meet them at Starbucks, wherever. I didn't have a problem with that. But don't ask me to stand in front of a room or even to do a Zoom presentation. I would never do it. Now I have no fear in doing that. So whatever your biggest fear is, they said, go ahead and do it. Just step out and get it done. That's what Miles is telling us to do. That's how we're going to grow. That's how we're going to become the better you. So that's my feedback there. So if we have no more, thank you guys for coming forward and giving your feedback. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Anyone else before we go? You can raise your hands if you can't unmute, and then I'll unmute you. And okay. Okay, go ahead. I see you waving. Miss Driver, go ahead. You're unmuted. You got to turn your volume up. We can't hear you. Uh-oh, she muted herself again. You want to turn your volume up? I unmuted you again. Okay, I guess she changed her mind. She was waving her hands. Okay, I guess not. Well, thank you everyone for your feedback today. We do appreciate it. Mr. CJ, do you have anything you want to chime in and say? And then I can go to what I want to share this morning.
Yeah. Before I do that, let's see. Okay.
Okay,
I was
she's back
wondering
again.
who was trying to
Miss
raise.
Althea,
Mhm.
but her speaker, she was saying something, but we weren't hearing her. Well, go ahead. She came back on.
So, can you hear me now, Black?
Yeah, she's still trying to speak. She said she's trying, but we can't hear her. Yeah, we can't hear you. Wait, let me see. Go ahead. Let's see if we can hear you. No, we can't hear you. Something with her volume. Go ahead, CJ.
Okay. So, we didn't do the motto this morning, but even though we didn't do the motto or we haven't done it, here are some action words that Miles is actually saying our motto.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about, we have these 4 action words in the motto: cherish the spirit, create, and there we go again, be creators, you know, uh, create vision, follow the faith, serve with humility.
Mm-hmm.
I say to everyone on the Momentum Morning Show that listen, take action. You know, on a morning like this morning, and every morning when we do what we do, it's where purpose collides with opportunity. You know, God has given us the gift of life. And what we do with the life God has given us is our gift back to God. So, it's a wonderful video this morning, Novelet. Powerful, absolutely powerful. And the message is take action. Do something that will outlive you, leave that lasting legacy. And we have this wonderful, wonderful opportunity to be a part of something that is all about wellness. Yeah, it's so wonderful that God has given us the opportunity to help those around us that are struggling with all so many issues. Um, these wonderful products, but it's more than that. It's the fact that, Alfred, imagine every single morning, 5 days per week, we are able to huddle to get our fix. Well, for me, it's a necessary fix. I look forward to Momentum Mornings. I really do. And between the products, the conversation, the interaction, and the family affair, and all this wonderful, wonderful outpouring, it's really awesome. And I'm thankful to God for the Dr. Miles Monroe and the legacy that he has left for us, Jim Rohn, and he's gone, but his legacy, lives after him. So it's for those of us who are here. And by the way, Sylvia, I gotta get that. I'm gonna have to look up that poem, "The Clock of Life," whatever it is, because it's powerful. That's a powerful one. So my challenge now to myself and to every one of us on the Momentum Morning Show is to take action. Don't make no excuses. Get it done. Make it happen. All right, Novlet. So it's back to you.
Okay, and I'll end on this one, then we go to what I want to go into. Ephesians 3:20 and 21 says, now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think. And this is the part, according to the power that worketh in us. So we have to remember, it's according to it's according to us. At the end of the day, it's up to us. You know, as Miles always say, and all these preachers tell you, God has already put everything inside of us that we need. We just have to believe and pull it forth. It's already everything. He already knew who he created us to be, and all that is already inside of us. We just have to pull it out and believe. And they said, if your mind can conceive it, you can achieve it. So you have to first believe that you can do it, because whether you believe it or you don't believe it, that's what's going to happen. So it's according to you. And then we'll end with Miss Vanessa. Where is she? There she goes. And then we'll go for it. Okay, Miss Vanessa, you're unmuted.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is, let me say this to you all. This is a very powerful morning momentum, because the morning is where you start. When you rise, you come out of your theta, you're coming into a new consciousness, a new awareness. The morning, what you're declaring, what you're meditating on, what you're preparing, what you're being intentional about the day, what you're doing in the morning is going to prepare you for the rest of the day and for the rest of the week and the rest of the year and years to come. This, I want to say, I thank you all. I got on here late. I don't even know what you were saying, but I will tell you this. The time I got on here, which has probably been a minute, what you just said is what I've been declaring all morning. First of all, we're already made in his image. We are made in his image. We can speak and call those things to be as though they were. Even though this is a vehicle. This vehicle that we have in our hands is it's not just about the products. In fact, it's probably not about the products. It's about shifting your mindset, coming into a new reality, a much higher, much more excellent way of thinking, speaking, living every single day. Is coming out of the old and into the new. He's already made us. We're new creatures. The old has been passed. The new things are already here. Everything, every seed. Let me say this to you all, CJ, all of you that are leaders here, and you're planting seeds in the minds of the people, even though they may not be saying anything. I'm telling you, the seeds that you're sowing are going to reap an incredible harvest in the hearts and minds of those that are in this whole Zoom call every morning. They say those who show up go up, and so this is powerful. This connects exactly with what I was declaring this morning. Everything is energy. We already have access to everything. Everything that the Father owns, we own. We are joint heirs. Not only that, but we have an inheritance. This is our inheritance. We have the ability to shift and change things with our mind, with the intentions, with our words. Our words create a reality. Whatever your words are, whatever you're declaring out of your mouth is going to create what you're expecting. It's going to create what you're expecting. And sometimes repetition is powerful. Repetition is so powerful that it'll get into your heart, it get into your soul, your spirit, and it'll start reaping a harvest. Sow those words in your heart, in your mind, every day, all day. It's just all day. We meditate day and night that you may find success and prosperity in your way. When you meditate on the truth, it will set you free. And so it's very, very powerful. So shall your words be that goes forth from your mouth. It shall not return to you void. It will accomplish that which you sent it and prosper in the thing in which you send it. Our words are powerful, very powerful. And thank you, so much for this. This momentum morning is a blessing to me. It's a treasure. I may not be on it every day, but I do have to be mindful to get on it because it aligns with my way of thinking. It's a kingdom way of thinking. And so I appreciate what you all are doing here. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Maria, and then we're truly finished. Maria, you raise your hands again? Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right. Oh my goodness. I just want to say thank you, Miss Vanessa, for saying that. Yes, it's not necessarily about the products, but it's about everything. It's about where God is taking us. We are, not only do we have momentum, but we have liftoff. We have takeoff. And I just wanted to not let something that CJ said just go by the wayside. He said, what we do with what God has given us is our gift back to Him. And that just really, really touched my heart because it really is what we do. God is a gift giver. He's a gift giver, and we are His sons and daughters. So we are to be gift givers. So we ought to give to Him. I see all of us with gifts in our hands, and we're carrying them and giving them back to our Heavenly Father who created us. And so we're giving gifts back to Him. As CJ said, what we do with what He has so freely given us, the ability to create wonderful things, the ability to expand His kingdom, what we do with these things, what we do with Atomy, what we do with all of our relationships, everything that God has given us, what we do, if we prime the pump of the anointing that He's placed in us, because that anointing is a gift. He hasn't just given us the Holy Spirit just for nothing, but it's to teach us, to expand us, and to grow us so that we can expand the kingdom. It is kingdom, as Miss Vanessa said, as we've all been saying. But what we do we got to do something. We are compelled to do something with what God has placed in each one of us. Every one of us is gifted beyond measure. And we're compelled for the glory and for the love of God and for the sacrifice of the Lord Jesus Christ, that His labor for us was not in vain. And we're going to produce good fruit for Him through Atomy and through every avenue of opportunity that He's given us. We're going to take it. We're on the offensive to spread the glory and the goodness of God. And we're going to be able to not only present Him with fruit, but we're going to cast our crowns before Him. We are not only in momentum, but we have lifted up and we're taking off and we're being elevated to new levels. And so I just wanted to add that because I was so inspired by what CJ said. And it's a shame if we don't come out of our comfort zone and get busy. The Lord says, occupy until I return.
That's right.
I just wanted to add that.
Amen.
I get carried away.
Okay, thank you. Well, guys, you have exceeded the feedback. I absolutely love it. Thank you, guys. Keep this momentum going. I absolutely love it. Now, this morning, let me share my screen again. Well, let me go over here first into my email. I wanted to touch on this because we're always talking about Hinohim and how the body heals itself. So I pulled this up this morning. And we'll just go ahead and share it. If I can get it to come up on the screen, I really want it on the screen. Open. Oh. For some reason, it's not coming up. Oh, there it goes. Okay, great. So let me share my screen. And we can go over this. Okay, can you all see my screen? CJ, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I tend to touch on this every now and then when I talk about hemoheme. But I wanted to really touch on, because a lot of times we'll get on the product and we'll use it for, you know, a month, 2 months, 3 months, and you know, the individual will say, oh, I'm not seeing any results, I'm not taking it anymore. Most people after a month, they're expecting a miracle. So I wanted to go through this. So as it says here, cell regeneration timeline, how long does it take for the body parts to regenerate? So let me scroll down here. I'll come back to what's here. I want to get to this part here. So you may have heard it said that the human body completely regenerates every 7 to 10 years, replacing all of the old worn out cells with brand new sparkling ones. Like many popular myths, blah, 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 it goes on. And it says, indeed, the function regenerate cycles fall within this time span. That means for the most part, we really do get entirely new bodies every decade or so. Pretty exciting, right? So as it goes here, as we saw up top, regeneration 3 to 6 years, new nails every 6 to 10 months, new red blood cells every 4 months, new liver every 5 months, a new outer layer of skin. So this is why we need to exfoliate, so we can have that nice shiny looking skin as we go about our daily business. And I'll just put in this commercial here. The Absolute Body Wash, exfoliate your skin as you wash with it. So 5 months, new outer layer of skin. Every month, new lungs. Every 3 weeks, new taste buds. Every 2 weeks, new stomach lining. Every 2 to 3 days, in a perfect world. So, you know, you'll have these things going on in our bodies. But we don't live in a perfect world, right? This is where we are at. So our bodies eventually age, fall apart, and die, as I'm sure we all know. And it's a long article, so I'll skip to some of it. So hopefully you guys are getting the gist of that here. So 7 to 10 years, really. So when we're on a product, talk to your people about this. They need to understand that when you get on hemoheme, it is not this is not a quick fix trip here with hemoheme. As they stay on the product and as the regeneration of the cells happen, that's how healing is going to take place. It's a slow and steady progress. And as months go by, you start to feel better and better. And some people start to feel really, really good and just decide not to take the product anymore. As this lady said to me, oh, I don't need your product anymore. It healed me. She had rheumatoid arthritis. I think it was on her second box. And then she didn't place an order. So I called and she said, lady, I don't need your product anymore. I'm healed. But I tell you what, she's not healed because it came back. Because not only she did not change her diet. She changed nothing. So she continued to do this, put in the same food, the same lifestyle that caused that problem, which is also what most individuals do not do. Please talk to your people about a lifestyle change. I do not just sell the products. I sit them down. I talk to them about their diet. I see what they're eating, what they are putting in. If they're doing a lot of soda and Gatorade, look at the juices in the refrigerator. Look at the sugar content. Guys, that app that Maria shared with us is a great app. Let me tell you, I absolutely love it. I scan the products, and let me tell you what it says. Bad, too much sugar. I love it. The fact that it says bad, and when you click on why, too much sugar. Sugar is killing us. And don't get me wrong, I use sugar because I love my brown sugar. I'm a Jamaican girl. I'm not going to replace my brown sugar with any other sweetener. But it's how much do you use? How much is in the products on the market? And sometimes you don't taste it because they put other things in there that's covering the taste of it. But let me tell you, when you put this app on, it's called YUKA, and you scan an item, it's going to tell you. And not only is it going to tell you it's too much sugar, it tells you what chemicals are in there and what it will do to your body. Put the app on your phone if you did not when Maria mentioned it, because it is going to help you tremendously. So I go through all this with the people that I'm sitting with because I want them to get results. I'm not just selling them heme just so I can get some volume. I'm going in the home. I'm saying, okay, what are you using in your home that's toxic? What do you use to clean your home? What do you use to wash your dishes, wash your clothes? I'm showing them all these toxic chemicals they're using in their home. And there are lots of articles online. You can Google it that talks about the dangers of over-the-counter products, that you cleaning products, skincare products. They're all online. Print them out and share them. People, a lot of individuals are not aware. So it is our job to bring awareness to them. You're an educator. You're educating people because, you know, they said we perish because of lack of knowledge. Most people have no clue. They just buy the product because it smells good and it cleans their clothing, and they're not thinking about, I'm putting this on my body, or I'm washing my clothes with it, or I'm washing the dishes with no gloves. They're not thinking that these products are going to give them autoimmune disease. Nobody's thinking that there's what is it called again? Oh my gosh. All the different toxic chemicals that's formaldehyde are in these products. Who would think that there's formaldehyde in products you're using? But a lot of these products have formaldehyde in there. So your job is to educate your individuals and then show them that you have the solution. The solution is on your website. That's what I do when I sit with individuals and they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Show them what's in their products that they're using in their home, and then show the solution. So that's what I wanted to say here, but go do the research, pull the articles and keep them. I'm a Samsung person, so I have my Samsung phone, I have my Samsung tablet. So if I'm using the tablet, I have the articles in my note file. If I'm using my phone, they're in my phone, in the note file, and I can just pull them up and show it. But most, like I have this one here on the screen, I have it printed. I tend to print them. I have a little book that I keep them in, and I just flip it open and share the information. That's how you're educating your people. Show them. You have to show not just you saying it, but open up and show the facts, and people will listen. I don't tell anyone that I'm a salesperson. I'm an educator. I educate people on why they need our products, because you're showing them, okay, this is a problem, but at the same time, when you're showing the problem, show the solution. That's why you need to know your products on here. So this article you can find online as well. It's old, from back in 2017, but I was able to pull it up so I could have it on screen here for you guys. So we touched on this. This article goes on, and it does give the solution in there at the very back in regards to supplements that you can use to help to kickstart, for nutrients that you can use, So there's a lot of information. It talks about why cells die, why the cancer cells grow. And it talks about cells that are supposed to die that It's not dying, and those particular cells will sit there and cause other issues in your body. So I would recommend that you also pull this article up. Let me go back to the top because we're running out of time here. But I just wanted to touch on the cellular regeneration. So this is right here. That's what you Google, and you will find this article. Save it, keep it, so you have it to share as well. And like the one particular article I would say for you guys to get is the one that talks about over-the-counter. I forgot what the topic is. I will pull that up tomorrow. That's a good one because it lists the different chemicals that's in these over-the-counter products that people are buying. Have them and share them. So that's it for this one here. I just wanted to touch on this here so we can understand, as you are talking to your people, educate them so they understand that they need to stay on the product, especially if they've had major issue, autoimmune issue. I have one lady, she has heart problems. So she's been on Hemoheme now for, this is going on 2 years. I didn't have to educate her on staying on it. She knew that from the get-go. She buys her 4-pack every 3 months. But most of my customers, they buy the 4-pack because I educate them on why they need to stay on the product if they truly want restoration. So educate your individuals that you're working with. So that's it for this topic here. Now I wanted to go to the website and share. I don't know how many of us are using. I placed an order and I decided to try the hand cream because I've not tried it. I buy other products and I said, you know what, let me try the hand cream. Guys, if you have not tried this hand cream, I highly recommend it. So this is the price for it here. Are you seeing my screen, CJ?
Yes, I'm seeing your screen.
Okay, great. So this is the price. It's $17 for 10.1 fluid ounce. Now, this is my review. Absolutely love it. Nice and silky on your hands. If you have anything going on with your cuticles, dry cuticles, it's supposed to help with that. And I reached out to a friend of mine that's been, and I asked her, I said, have you bought this product? She said, oh yeah, she absolutely loves it. So let's scroll down. So it deeply moisturizes and smooth your hands, your cuticle area, non-sticky formula, that is true. Clean and pure scent. I love this, the smell. And as we go here, moisture balance protection. So this is what's in this hand cream. I'm telling you, once you purchase this, you will not stop. It's just great. I'm actually going to take this up to my nail salon on Friday when I go up there, because they use some off the market brand, which I didn't care much for after they did my nails. So I will be taking this to the nail salon and I'm going to introduce it to them. Of course, I'm going to bring my tablet and open it up so they can read all about it. Because I tell you, it feels great and it really does work. Your hands feel silky. Because I wanted to test it to see if, you know, after a couple of hours, if it's still going to feel that way. Yes, it does. And I was having a bit of dry cuticles, I noticed lately. And I started using it yesterday and my cuticles look great. And today's my first full day using it. So I absolutely love this hand cream. I don't know if anyone on here tried it before. Miss Carol, is she still here? Have you used it? Anyone? See, I muted everyone because I just didn't want conversation coming in that had nothing to do with. So, okay. Go ahead. I muted you. M7? You're unmuted.
Hello? Hi.
Yes,
I
go
know
ahead.
Valette. It's Valerie Martin. I've used it. I'm on my 4th bottle. It is absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. And I have 3 customers that are buying that regularly. So yeah, try it.
Great, great. Thanks for that feedback. So guys, if you have not tried it, take my word for it. You will not regret this at all. And I'm also going to use it on my feet as well, because whatever goes to the hand can go there. So that's what I'm going to do with it. But, you know, try the different products you've not tried before, because for some reason, I just never purchased it. And I decided I'm going to try it this time. So it's 11:13. And let me see if there's any, let's see what's in the chat before we go. Let's see. This is a great product. Okay. So someone said, this is a great product. I use it at home and for our church. Great. Okay. Live in the World Ministry. So they use it in their church as well. Good. I thought about that I might buy a bottle and put in the ladies' room in our church. So that's a good idea. So guys, ideas. And you know, you can make samples of these. You can buy those little bottles on Amazon, 2 ounces, clear plastic bottles, and make samples to give out. I did that with the dishwashing detergent, the body lotion, fabric softener, and I got sales from those little bottles. Even from the small bottle, from the laundry detergent, I use the powder. I'm a powder person, so I put it in the very, very small sandwich bags, and I gave for that. But make samples of the product and give them out. Because remember, they say, you know, you have to spend money to make. So make samples and give out to people so they can, because some people won't buy until they've tried your products. So others will just buy with you presenting. Some want to try the product. So I did the body lotion. I'm also going to buy extra of these hand cream, and I'm going to give them out as samples. So just, you know, come up with ideas to get your products out there. So if that's it for me, is there anyone else that have feedback before we go? Anything to say? Otherwise, we'll call it a wrap for today.
So now, Vlad, why don't we just, as we close out, we just announce and pronounce our motto? Just cherish, let's create, let's follow, let's serve. There you go. So I'll just count to 3. And if you could just unmute everyone, for those who know the pledge, I'll just count to 3, and we say, cherish the spirit.
Hold on, I gotta go unmute everyone here.
Please do. And we do this in the most intentional way, because guess what? Words are life. The words that we speak, it's powerful. I mean, we don't want to just embrace the motto. And someone mentioned in the chat, reminding us that the CEO of the company, President Hans Gill, he is a pastor.
Yes, he is.
He is a pastor. He absolutely is all about kingdom rebuilding. So we are grateful and thankful for that.
Let's see. You all should be able to unmute yourself. Let me see if you guys can unmute. Those who want to participate in saying the pledge. Yes. Okay, great.
Right. So on the count of 3. Ready?
Wait, they're still unmuted.
Another one, I believe someone asked if they say they're new, and are they able to ask questions?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we'll have a question.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't want that to be overlooked.
Okay, I didn't see that one. Go ahead. That's in the chat?
I saw it pop up on my screen. So anyway, at least now if they're still on, they know that yes, you definitely
Okay, you're always, yes.
always welcome.
Yeah, and if you cannot unmute, just raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Yeah, because I'm gonna start muting everyone and then you just raise your hands because we're recorded and I'm tired of asking, please mute your phone. So I'm just gonna go to muting everyone. Okay. Well, I guess it's just negative.
I'm in it.
Did someone say something? Okay, so I'll count to three, Novlet, and for those who can unmute quickly, please do. We're gonna declare.
What do we say
our.
again?
Is someone trying to say something?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, yes. What do we say? How many you? What do we
Okay,
say?
I was just about to go pull it up, so let me get it here.
Okay.
Let me get it on the screen. Okay. Share my screen. Okay.
All right. Okay. So let's do this. This is our motto. It's like our pledge, and we want to declare it. So we're going to all unmute, those of us who can. I'm going to count to three, and we will speak the motto. 1, 2, 3. Cherish your spirit.
Spirit,
Create
create
the
provision,
vision,
follow the
follow the faith,
follow the
Faith,
faith,
celebrating
receiving
humility.
humility.
Aja.
Aja, Aja, Aja.
Yay.
Good. Thank
All
you.
right. Have a great, great, great day.
Big day.
Wonderful day, victorious. God bless you all.
Blessings,
To
blessings, everybody.
everyone, to everyone.
Beginning is at 9:45
Thank you.
and showtime at 10 o'clock.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Okay, guys. Go out
We
there.
made it. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.